Okay, so we are on today's prophetic word is going to be Genesis chapter 44. Yesterday, and we are on forgive them, strategically placed, part 7. Forgive them, strategically placed, part 7. Yesterday, we were last speaking about Akaim. Joseph has commanded the steward of his house to place food in the sacks of his brother. But Joseph commands the steward of his house to put Joseph's cup in the sack of the youngest brother, Benjamin, and Benjamin's sack. So here we have it here. The brothers have left out from Joseph, Akaye, and they are to return home. All of them, they're going back to their father. Yesterday I say, but now, yesterday I say, in Genesis chapter 44, verse 4, it says, they had gone only a short distance from the city. Now Joseph said to his steward, up. Yes, see, up, follow after the men. And when you overtake them, say to them, why have you repaid evil for good? Yes, see, is it not from this? Is it not from this that my Lord drinks, and by this that he practices divination? You have done evil in doing this. When he overtook them, he spoke to them these words. They said to him, why does my Lord speak such words as these? Far be it from your servants to do such a thing. Behold, the money that we found in the mouths of our sacks, we brought back to you from the land of Canaan. How then could we steal silver or gold from your Lord's house? Whichever of your servants is found with it shall die. And we also, yes, say, and we also will be my Lord's servants. He said, let it be as you say. He who is found with it shall be my servant, and the rest of you shall be innocent. Pause. So we have it here. Joseph has now once again, yesterday I say, put the brothers in a position, to where it looks like they are stealing from him. Yesterday I say, Joseph's cup is put into Benjamin's sack. Joseph commands the steward of his house, to go and follow the brothers and to overtake them. And basically, I say in our words, to ask, why have they repaid evil for good? In so many words, if Joseph has sat with them and ate with them, I say, why are they stealing? Why did they take Joseph's cup? So the brothers are confused. Okay, they're like, we just left Joseph's house. I say, we didn't steal, we didn't steal anything. Far be it from your servants to do this to your Lord. Okay, they're saying we would never do a thing like this. I say. So the brothers go on to say, in Genesis chapter 44, verse 9, whichever of your servants is found with it shall die, and we also will be my Lord's servants. He said, let it be as you say. He who is found with it shall be my servant, and the rest of you shall be innocent. So, the brothers are saying, if any one of us, we do not have any silver or gold from your Lord's house. If any of us be found with it, we shall die. I said. And we also shall be your servants. But the steward replies, let it be as you say. According to the words of your mouth. Let it be as you say. He who is found with it, with the cup, with the belongings of Joseph, shall be my servant, and the rest of you shall go innocent. Genesis chapter 44 verse 10 says, He said, let it be as you say. He who is found with it shall be my servant, and the rest of you shall be innocent. Then each man quickly lowered his sack to the ground, and each man opened his sack, and he searched, beginning with the eldest and ending with the youngest. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Then they tore their clothes, and every man loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. Pause. This is very important. Their greatest fear and their greatest nightmare has just come upon them into full fruition. Why did I say that? Jacob, who is their father, his greatest fear is that something will happen to Benjamin. Well, here we have it here now. Benjamin, after dining with Joseph and the rest of his brothers at Joseph's house, is found with Joseph's cup. Now remember, we have to remember that Joseph is the Lord over the land, over the whole land of Egypt. His cup that he drinks from and practices divination from. Yes, I say divination is the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. Divination is the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. Joseph's cup, his silver cup, has just been found in Benjamin's bed. Y'all have to remember, we have to remember, every time Jacob, their father, sends his children with the brothers, he is bereaved. His children are no more. Genesis chapter 44 verse 13. Then they, and it's speaking of Joseph's brothers, the brothers. It says in Genesis chapter 44 verse 13, then they tore their clothes, and every man loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. The symbolism of tearing one's clothes means a common expression of deep grief, sorrow, or distress, often in response to tragedy or loss. The brothers have deep grief, sorrow. They are in distress. They know now the grave position that they are in. They tear their clothes. Simply put, it's a sign of mourning. Yes, mourning. Genesis chapter 44 verse 14. When Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house, he was still there. They fell down before him to the ground. Pause. So after Benjamin is found with Joseph's cup in his bag, the brothers return to the city. When they get back to the city, it says when Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house. So now they are returning back to Joseph's house. Now listen to this. Hey, when they had got all the food and everything, they were supposed to be on their way back to their father. Yes, but because Joseph sent his steward out, aka, to overtake them, they are stopped and they are overtaken Benjamin is found with Joseph's cup. So now, instead of going to Jacob, their father, with the grain and Akaye and the provisions, they have to turn back around because they are in trouble. Yes, and accusations of stealing from Joseph again. Yes, they now have to turn around. Yes, and go back to Joseph. Yes, go back to Joseph's house. It says in Genesis chapter 44, verse 14, when Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house, he was still there. Pause. Joseph was still there. Yes, so scripture is talking about that the brothers fell down before Joseph to the ground. Yes, Genesis chapter 44, verse 14. When Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house, he was still there. They fell before him to the ground. Joseph said to them, "What deed is this that you have done? Do you not know a man like me can indeed practice divination?"